fellow Americans and other friends and subscribers around the world. That dog is attacking. Here, I thought I'd show you, this is some Idaho mountain attire. We just sleep like this around here. You know, you got to decide whether when you wake up, do you put on regular slippers or you just put on your slipper boots. This is, you know, after our pros and cons, got up this morning, and this, I thought we better show. This is, Kai likes it. This is, when you live in the Pacific Northwest, this is what you get to do as soon as the sun comes up. Been sitting in there drinking coffee for, I don't know, last hour and a half or whatever. The sun comes up, and then you get to get on your, out of bed with the boots on and get out here and do some shoveling. Man, this, you've never seen one of these. When you deal with as much snow as we do, this thing is amazing. Snowmaster, snow scoop. Man, I love this thing. And then we use this rope because I pull the cute grandbabies around on it, and we pull in firewood with this thing, so we make it into a sled too. This thing's great. One of the other things that you have to have when you know, live in these kind of things is a lot of snow shovels. You know, we have different snow shovels for everything, but Miss Kitty's getting the I'm cold look, shut up thing. So why don't y'all go on in there, grab a cup of coffee and sit down, and we'll come in there for a chat here in a sec. Alright, so now we've got the pass plowed out there. The way it's snowing right now, I'll be back out there and just here a little bit and doing it again. Did not expect that much snow. I knew I was in trouble because, you know, usually I get up first, but this morning Miss Kitty was up first because she's actually kind of got a head cold. Yeah, I'm hoping it's not flu. Yeah. But she got up before me, and when I got up and came out, you know, do your good morning or whatever, and she just had this smirk on her face. And I even asked her before I went out, I was all,
what's that smirk
what's that smirk for? And I opened up the door, and then I knew what the smirk was. Because there's a good 6 inches out there, at least. And I'm supposed to let up this afternoon, clear up and freeze tomorrow, and then
back again.
Yeah, then snow for Saturday and Sunday.
And wind.
So, welcome to the Pacific Northwest. And it's gonna go, you know, we had such a good response and stuff on that video. Other than some weirdo telling me what he wanted to do to my wife. You know, there's weirdos out there and haters, but
yeah.
I don't, man, it was strange.
Block and delete.
Yeah, block and delete. Just remember that, man. Block and delete. But few of the things I thought what I'd do is bring up some of the questions or comments. Man, I'm still asleep, man. You know, one thing too is you notice I got a different hat than I had on out there. When you live, you know, with the earth and with the elements, is you have multiple of everything. You know, man, lots of, you know, man, I've got 4 stocking hats that I wear regular because the one I was wearing out there is the one that actually Shannon made for me. And made Miss Kitty one too. Silver Spurs. Check out Silver Spurs. Oh, I always call her Silver Spurs. You should change that to Silver Spurs. Silver Springs. Sorry, Shannon. I always say that too. It's been a long time since I've done that though. Yeah. But let's check out her. Just for that, I'll put her link down below. Please like. She'll be hearing about that. You son of. So, but she made us those hats, and man, it's drenched. You know, so it's hanging over there by the fire. So you got to have multiple gloves, boots, shoes. You know. I mean,
yeah, we always joke, but we're serious. We really do need to build a wardrobe shed.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And the crazy thing is, you know, is 2 weeks ago, I actually went through and, you know, because we were getting those above average temps, you know, and I didn't pull plastic off windows or nothing like that. Miss Kitty wanted me to. But she's ready, and I'm like, "Are you crazy? It's only first weekend of February." But this is Idaho, so I did not pull the plastic off the windows. But anyway, I did go through and all my heavier stuff,
wool.
yeah, all my wool sweaters and all my heavy stuff, you know, got in a big armful and put it away. I didn't go put it out because we keep right now. We kind of swap out from stuff in one of our storage trailers out there. But yeah, definitely off of, you dang near need a tiny house for all the different,
your wardrobe changes, seasonal.
And be able to walk in, you know, how nice would that be? We should do that.
Yeah, we should.
Make us one man where you walk in, you know, one side's yours, one side's mine. You've got all your, you know, winter, man. Just have it like books, you know, winter, spring, summer, in between. And because, I mean, it's crazy. We've actually been, and this is no kidding, man, when we were set up one time in Donley, Idaho, I may have said this before, but Donley, Idaho, on the 4th of July, on the 3rd of July, it snowed, and it was sticking. And that was crazy. And that was one of the coldest 4th of July. Man, we were all bundled up for the fireworks on the 4th of July because it snowed. You know, it didn't stick around.
No.
It was gone by the 4th. But I mean, but it was a good, you know, close to an inch of snow. Yeah, good dusting. And, you know, it went away. But the next night, it wasn't snowing, but it was cold for the fireworks. Out there all bundled up, 4th of July. It's like being up in McCall for the ice carnival.
Watching the fireworks in the winter.
And then something, so we talked about the wardrobe. And then one thing that Kath Matthews said that I forgot on the pros and cons was all the free welfare wood that's out there. That right there makes you want to move to the Pacific Northwest. I love that.
We love that.
I love that. And I got multiple hats and stuff.
Gloves and socks.
So why don't you talk while I look at this up?
What are you going to look up? Just some questions?
Well, not really questions. I'm just going to read some of the comments.
Okay. We can do that.
Maybe. We ain't never done that.
Yeah, he was, we've talked a lot about doing live shows, but I just don't know if we're really ready to do that.
Yeah, well, for one thing, because I've told a couple people, you know, that I'd go live on their show, and I've got we have, you know, the setup for it, the camera and the mic, but Miss Kitty thought she knew where the mic was, and I don't. I don't know if,
it's probably packed away with our summer clothes.
Yeah, probably. But we may end up doing a live show down the road and stuff, man. I don't know.
But we enjoy, you know, going out to other people's live shows, and you know, hearing them read out the comments and talking, and you know, having conversations that way. So is that what you're doing there?
Well, that kind of. Yeah. Other than it's not live. I mean, I like the live.
Right.
Here's one from St. Bernard Acres. Love St. Bernard. Check out St. Bernard Acres, too. Now, we've been friends for a long time.
Beginning, nearly.
Yeah. And this is the Pacific Northwest. A place I love to visit. Not sure I'm tough enough to homestead it. Laugh out loud. Love you guys for sure. At the beginning, you mentioned one of my pet peeves. Too many people use those key words like homestead, homesteading, off-grid, cabin, etc. Simply hoping they show up on a search, some sort of a search. There's some really good ones out there, but too many that know little and even have a little entertainment value. You guys bring up some great points about your area, makes it more inviting. Be careful, a lot of folks may start showing up. Maybe not after today's video. I'll tell you, we get a lot of people move up, you know, they come up here, man, in the springtime, you know, summertime, and oh my Lord, man, it's so beautiful and nice up here, and you know, they got a big old pocket full of money and buy themselves some property up here, and you know, spend all the money, get moved on up here, and after the winter, they end up putting their place back up for sale and moving on. Yeah, because I mean, one bad, you know, I mean, if you did it this winter, you would have been like, well, this ain't bad, man. All these guys talk about how bad these winters, man. This winter was very, very odd. But if you look back at the videos from last winter, you know, man, we had 5 foot of snow out here too. So that's, man, I don't know if I want to sit here and read.
Yeah, it kind of looks like you might need some glasses.
Ha ha ha! That's it. I ain't reading no more. You just offended me.
no.
You offended me,
No,
Misty.
I have to wear reading
Oh,
glasses.
something else that we're doing. I just pulled this stuff out. Is we are going today because of the snow. We're going to, of course, list. Today is a beautiful day for making knives, pounding metal, and listing stuff on eBay and Etsy. But I wasn't really gonna like go through what we had. I was just gonna show kind of our little. This is our one basket, and actually that big one that I have for sale on there. It's almost like a picnic basket.
You want to use that?
I think we'll use that, and it's got a lid on it because I just had to blow there was cotton in here.
It's not a lid. It's just a handle that pivots.
Oh, that one. Okay, we had one with a lid.
Yeah, but it's gone.
That one's just bigger. Right. I was going to show you. You can show some of your organization. I don't know how organized it is. We haven't really looked through this stuff.
I actually used up a lot of the seed last year, so I need to
we
fill
don't really
them.
have.
This is a really neat little seed
organizer.
Yeah, caddy. It's kind of cool. What's that? And this one that matches is another neat one that we've got, and that one's empty also. That one's got cotton on it still.
Yeah, that's. Well, I had it. You got to keep. You want to keep your seeds in a
looks
warm, dry.
Yeah, it looks like this one got something on it. See that dark color?
Huh.
Some oil or something.
Anyway, that's a couple of little seeds. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and go through because there's really, we have just a handful of seeds that we didn't. Whoa.
Those are flowers.
Yeah,
that's
flowers.
Oh, hibiscus. Up here. Yeah, I got my hibiscus and my.
She's got them all dated and all that, but like I said, we used most of our stuff up, and we didn't. I don't think we did any seed collecting last year.
No, we didn't.
And these are all poppy seeds. We've had. So we plant those. But I don't even know really why I pulled this. Just that.
You saw it?
Yeah, I seen it, man, and it's like, man, this is a good day to, on a snowy, nasty day like this is a good day to go through seeds. We'll probably sit down and get our order together for seeds.
Right.
Because obviously we ain't going to be planting anytime in the near future, so we have plenty of time.
Yep.
And then we're debating on whether we're going to order our chicks in or go down and get them. Because we've always bought them. There's a place in, it's kind of between Nampa and Caldwell, Idaho. Dunlap?
Dunlap.
Yep, Dunlap. I don't know what they call it, hatcheries. It's Dunlap Feed Store. But it's just a little tiny place, man, and they grow. And we've, I don't know if she still works there, but we have an old friend of ours that's worked in there for a long time. But we've always went there and just got our chicks, and our turkeys, because it's just always the way we did it. And Cara is going to order some in, but I don't know if we'll end up ordering them or just going making a run down there and get some. So I actually need to call and see. They might.
Yeah, see what their schedule is.
See when they got them in, because we want to get. I think we're just gonna keep it. I don't know.
Small.
Yeah, once I get down there and I start saying, "Oh man, I gotta have one of them."
Give me 10 of those and 5 of those.
And then I don't know if it'll happen this year, but once we start producing more mushrooms, I'm gonna get some ducks and some geese down, for eating the slugs and just. Eating all the stuff that can interfere with as long as they don't eat my mushrooms.
Right.
But ducks and geese are a good thing to have around mushrooms and all that. And be all, get it all fenced off down in that area and stuff like that. Yeah. We had ducks before; they were awesome.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah, they're fun. They're fun to have. We did mallards and stuff. We wanted to, Canadian geese because it's a federal bird, man. We actually looked into it, and man, the paperwork was like this thick just to raise Canadian geese, so we got away from that. And I grew up with geese around. They're mean mothers, man. And white, nipping little. I don't know about geese. Let's go with ducks.
Yeah.
I like ducks.
I like ducks.
What else is going on besides just drinking coffee and staring out the window? I didn't get my snowblade. I told Tim the other day, man, if I have to put that snowblade on for 2 weeks, I'm not going to be happy, because I got that. My brother had gave me an old snowblade to put on my four-wheeler, and my four-wheeler needs the starter. I got the starter pulled off in here. That'd be a good thing to do on a snowy day like this too, but I got to order the brush kit in and rebuild the starter, so it's down. And so Tim brought his over, and we were going to put the snow blade on his. You know, we got to customize it and do it, and you know, of course, you procrastinate because there wasn't no snow on the ground.
No need for it.
Yeah, and I mean, and we were already by that point. I think it was mid-December or something. You know, and weren't really any snow or anything, so we just kind of waited. And you know, man, just what was it, a couple days ago when I was over there, I was telling dude, if we have to put that on for, that's gonna be a real nightmare. But we'll definitely we're going to actually put a mount on Tim's and a mount on mine where we can, you know, either one of us. Because that way whoever wants to can grab it and do it. You know, it's just one of those little ones. Nothing fancy or nothing.
Enough to do the job.
Yep. Just to push it down. Today I'll probably just plow on through, hopefully, and I don't go flying into the creek. So Miss Kitty, when we go across that creek down there, we slid off. We slid off in the Beast. Wasn't it the Beast we did that? Yeah, no, it was actually Kevin's. Yeah, Kevin had a little, well, it was a full-size truck, F-150. Man, that thing was the worst. It was just a two-wheel drive, but that thing was the lightest, worst. Oh man, driving that thing. And I was running down to the store and came over that creek, man, and I mean, it just... Yeah, and it wasn't even, it just grabbed a hold of me and threw us right down in the thing.
Which, of course, then made a...
Oh, yeah, so then every time you went by, she'd just go by.
Yeah,
all the trials and tribulations.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
You know, that's, yeah, something, you know, going back to the, you know, Idaho Pacific Northwest, you know, I'm just doing the, you know, because there's so many, you know, other areas and stuff in the Pacific Northwest. And, you know, you get over coastal and stuff like that, over like where Sunray's at, and, you know, he's more northwest Washington. And, you know, in some of his pictures and stuff, there's sometimes he gets some pretty good snow, but for the most part, it's rain, you know.
Yeah, the precipitation.
Yeah, and that's, man, I love the rain. I love going over. If I wasn't, if we weren't, you know, I mean, I can't go to Washington. I can't be the Idaho hillbilly living in Washington. But if there wasn't, you know, Idaho's just in our blood. I won't ever leave Idaho. Not that I wouldn't own property somewhere else, you know, if it came along. But if it wasn't for just loving Idaho so much, I love Washington, man. Washington, and there's some little towns in Oregon, too, that are, you know, just amazing. Yeah. And I actually did move down with my father down in Southern Oregon when I was a kid for, when did I live down there? 4 years, 5 years? Yeah. Kind of actually back and forth. I'd go to Oregon for a year, then I'd move back up here for a year, and then I'd go back down. That's me and Miss Kitty was going. I went to visit my dad and come back for a year or two. It's still a sore subject.
Everything happens for a reason.
That's it, exactly. Exactly. But, oh, I don't even know. Man, I did not plan on doing this video. Miss Kitty wrote a couple of things down. Like I said, woke up, I had all kinds of plans. I got this pile, it's crap wood, but it's hardwood. It was dumped off here. That obviously it was dumped off here and then supposed to be taken back away, but it never was. So I've just started using it, burn it. But it's, man, it is it's a mix. The person that got it knows nothing about firewood or burning a fireplace because it is not good wood. And he bought it down flatlands from some landscaper dude, man, and it is like
Arbavita.
Arbavita, and oh man, I can't even identify some of the woods. Man, there's some exotics or something in there, probably gonna poison me. But man, stinkiest, man, some of the stinkiest stuff. But some of the hardwoods, it actually burns. I actually put a couple pieces in last night, and it burned good. The ash, I'm telling you, man, because the stuff, you know, we burn tamarack leaves like no ash, you know. But this, you can put, man, a couple of logs, and I'm not kidding, man. I went from no ash to, man, there's like this much ash from maybe, 4 logs? Yeah. I mean, it is, crazy stuff. But anyway, I went out there, because, of course, the pile is, I want it move, so it's either move it or burn it. I thought about just pouring gas and burning the whole dang pile, but because I don't even know, you know, I mean, yeah, I don't know what kinds of woods it is, so I don't know if I really want to use it,
right,
you know,
anywhere else.
hugelkultur or nothing like that. I want to use my cottonwood. But anyway, so I went out there yesterday and laid out the ones that I kind of could identify, you know, ones that look kind of like a pine or kind of like, you know, an oak or kind of like an apple tree. There is some apple. I know there's some apple. And then there's some, like I said, some kind of, I don't know if it's arborvitae because it's not got as many branches, but some kind of, you know, weird pine type tree. But I laid all those out, you know, so I could go out there today and saw it up real fast. And now it's all covered in snow, man. Yeah, real fast. And it's all, well, some of that's so hard. I remember when I was, oh man, it was dulling my blade or my chain and just crazy. Yeah. And then the other thing I was going to do was I was going to do a video and go down and get go down the creek bottom and either get a couple of dogwood or a couple of hawthorns to make a handle for my fro.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, but my handle for the fro, and then I was going to make a handle for, there's something else, but I was going to go down there and get the stuff to make a couple of handles. So I may end up still going down in the snow. Did you hear that the plow went by out there?
So kind.
Yeah. He's like, what's going on? I don't know, man. I'll check this video out. I'm just kind of just babbling, I guess, just a little morning coffee. Not too educational or anything like that, but read one little comment. I was going to read more, but what? What? My glasses? Is that what you're saying? Well, one, man, I was thinking that it actually made me, oh man, my mom that was a text from my mom. I guess it's getting snow down there, and she didn't use very good words. My mom hates the snow, man. She hates it. And she's not a big cusser, but she actually,
use some heavy language?
She just printed out the S word. I can't even see my car. So, welcome to the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
But, you know, like I said, man, definitely gotta like different weathers and be able to adapt to the 4 seasons, because we definitely get all 4 seasons, full on, hardcore, all that. Alright, that was Wes. What's his name? Wes something on the Pacific Northwest. I don't even know why I'm doing this video.
Because there's 6
nothing,
inches
because there's nothing else to do. I was going to flip through here. You're supposed to be talking, Miss Kitty. You can't just sit there and look at me.
Sure I can.
They got rain down there. Northwest Iowa, JDK. I love JDK. Me and JDK, we're gonna buy a mountain, man. Half of it's gonna be in Montana and half's gonna be in Idaho. And we're gonna buy this mountain together, and then he's gonna
take care of one half.
Yeah, exactly. He's a private person like we are, you know. Cause just because we put ourselves, you know, out here on this YouTube, for the most part, man, we had a lot of people really surprised when, you know, we were putting it, because we're pretty to ourself kind of people. But he says in Iowa, bone chilling, cold, ice, always windy, and snow. 4 seasons is the way to go, but one of them could be a little shorter.
Happy winter.
If I had any say in it. And I hate the humidity we get. I haven't even looked at my seeds for garden yet. Now I have a project for today. Party on, Hillbillies! Yeah, I guess I should use my glasses if I was going to do that. Yeah. JD Allison. But, I don't know. Just killing time, because if not, then I'm going to have to get my snowmobile suit on. My coveralls, and get out there and
tighten up the alternator belt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was squealing yesterday. Yeah, on my van yesterday, I went out there and started up, man. Yeah, I mean, it's just squealing. I'm like, oh, great. So yeah, I'll get out there and open up the hood and the water, and we'd had this really fine snow stuff, and then it actually warmed up. That's what's funny is last night before we went to bed, we were like, wow, man, most of that melted, because all the paths were you know, back to dirt and all that because it warmed up a little bit. Well, anyway, when that was all happening, somehow it comes in, you know, through the vent area where your windshield wipers are, and it dripped down, and my whole front of my alternator was a block of ice, and it froze it up there. So I ended up having to get a heating gun and warm it up and thaw out the dang ice. So that ain't no good for, you know, that's an electrical part, man. That ain't no good. So, but anyway, when it was doing that, it made my dang belt loose. I'm gonna have to get out there and tighten that belt up. Trials and tribulations on the homestead, man. I mean, on the property. Oh, crazy. All right, man, that's all I got. I'm delirious. So
Yeah, my coffee's gone.
it is. So good Lord willing and the creeks don't rise. We'll see you again tomorrow.